Chris.
And I'm Cynthia.
And we're the Hanier Family.
And for those of you that are new here, welcome, and let's enjoy some great music together.
Okay, so what do we have for our Goonies today?
Well, today we're going to do some Linton Kwesi Johnson.
Yes.
We haven't done very much of his stuff on the channel as of yet, and this one has 2 requests on it. So I figured we should do it.
Yeah, we should.
The name of the song is 5 Nights of Bleeding, which doesn't sound very nice, but I mean, that's okay. He's a poet and he usually has a lot to say, so.
Okay, as long as it's about, you know, fighting and stuff like that.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first thought too. But anyways, the people who asked for this are Carlo Mercorio and Dom R.
Okay. Well, we're always interested in some Linton Kwesi Johnson.
Yes, he's a very interesting artist.
Yeah, I know. It seems like we took an awful lot of time to get, into listening to his music, but
that's just because there's a lot to go through.
We have a lot of music to listen to for sure. And, we wanted some proper reggae, and he's kind of spoken word. So
he's considered a poet and roots artist.
Poet and roots
That's
artist.
what it is.
So like John Cooper Clarke type.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. We have to get back with him too.
Yes, we will be soon.
So, definitely interested in this. So here we go. This is Linton Kwesi Johnson with 5 Nights of Bleeding.
Madness, madness, madness tight on the heads of the rebels. The bitterness erupts like a hot blast. Broke glass. Ritual of blood on the burning, served by a cruel and fighting. 5 nights of horror and the bleeding. Broke glass, gold blades as sharp as the highs of hate and the stabbings. It's war amongst the rebels. Madness, madness, war. Night number 1 was in Brixton. Soprano B sound system was a beating out a rhythm with a fire. Coming down his reggae wire. It was a sound shaking down your spinal column. A bad music tearing up your flesh. And the rebels them start a fighting. The youth them just burn high. It's war amongst the rebels. Madness, madness, war. Night number 2 down at Shepherd's, right up Railton Road. It was a night named Friday when everyone was high on brew or drew. A pound or 2 worth of Cali. Sound coming down Neville King's music iron. The rhythm just bubbling and backfiring, raging and rising. When suddenly the music cut, steel blade drinking blood in darkness. It's war amongst the rebels. Madness, madness, war. Night number 3 over the river, right outside the rainbow. Inside James Brown was screaming soul. Outside the rebels were freezing cold. Babylonian tyrants descended, pounced on the brothers who were bold. So with the flick of the wrist, a jab on the staff, the song of blades was sounded. The pile of oppression was vomited, and 2 policemen wounded. Righteous, righteous war.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a lot to say, that's for sure. Fighting amongst the rebels, they're fighting with each other.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But I mean, this is something that actually happened, and he's talking about specific nights.
Yeah.
It's like, first it was in Brixton.
Yep.
And then where was the second
You
place?
say Shepherds?
I don't remember what the name of it was. Maybe it was Shepherds. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I heard it one time, so I'm like.
And the last one was outside the Rainbow.
Yeah, where James Brown was playing.
Yeah. Inside he was screaming, which, I mean, I'm sure he means he was singing
Yeah.
the way he does. You know what I mean? And outside the rebels were there. and they were fighting with the police, but were there too. And it sounds like they were fighting with the police, possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, this is a pretty dark one for sure.
Yeah.
But it's about specific situations that have happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's quite the situation.
Yeah.
For sure.
The second night, he said, like, the show was going on, the music was awesome, everything was going nice, and then the music stopped suddenly, and there was a blade and blood, and I guess somebody was fighting with somebody else, and I don't know exactly how it all went down, but yeah, we're getting a bit of a picture.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's continue.
Night number 4 at a blues dance. A blues dance. 2 rooms packed and the pressure pushing up. Hot heads. Ritual of blood in a blues dance. Broke glass, splintering fire. Axes, blades, brain blast. Rebellion rushing down the wrong road. Storm blowing down the wrong tree. And Leroy bleeds near death on the 4th night. In a blues dance on a black rebellious night. It's war amongst the rebels. Madness, war. Night number 5 at the Telegraph. Vengeance walk through the doors. So slow, so smooth, and so tight and ripe and smash. Broke glass, a bottle finds a head and the shell of the fire hurt cracks. The victim feels fear, finds hands, pulls knife, finds throat. Oh, the stabbings and the bleeding and the blood. It's war amongst the rebels. Madness, war.
It sounded like it was basically, he said that the rebels were going the wrong direction, kind of thing. They were going in the wrong, like they were fighting each other when they should have been working together for peace. You know what I mean? Instead, they were fighting with one another.
Oh, maybe.
That's how it feels. Because he said the revolution took the wrong direction or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's possible. I don't know the history. So
I don't either, to be
I don't know
honest.
exactly what this one is about. So,
But it sounded like specific incidents that happened.
but Brixton comes up an awful lot
It does.
in this early, like late 70s, early 80s
Yeah.
scenarios of things like this.
We're
for
just slowly learning about certain things that happened and all that kind of thing
Yeah.
since we started the channel. And I mean, this is when we don't know the history that well, but obviously there was some major issues going on and there were people fighting one another when they probably shouldn't have been fighting one another.
Yeah.
It should have been more like they're going against certain authorities that made things the way they are instead of going against each other. That's what it feels like to
But
me. Is that
that's what the authorities and the wealthy and
yeah,
the establishment, as it were.
they pity.
That's what they do.
Pit you against each other.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah. They'll point at one group and say, "Look, they're going to take your stuff."
Yeah, something like that. You
After
know.
they've taken all your stuff.
Well, he said vengeance walked in the door on that 5th night, and then he was talking about how the glass was breaking and a knife found a throat and a bottle found a head and all these different things. You know what I mean? It's not a good idea for stuff like that to be going on. And especially since from what I'm hearing, they were fighting each other for no good reason. It wasn't right. You know, they were probably all kind of going for the same causes and yet somehow got pitted against each other,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, the authorities, the establishment is really good at that stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
And they have control of the media. They have control of
Right.
everything else.
And it was more like that even back then.
Yeah.
Because without the internet, you don't get as much
Yeah.
views of the whole world and what's going on.
Exactly. The internet was a huge mistake for the establishment to allow us to use, because
Yes.
now we can communicate with each other. Social media allows us to look at whatever we want.
Right. So
And-
if somebody says, oh, this is happening in this country, you can go online and talk to somebody from that country and say, is this really happening?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Or you can, people get out from those areas that are in strife
Yeah.
and report to the world, not to the media.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the internet allows them to. And of course the media has to respond to that, because
They don't have a choice.
Yeah.
We have control in a way because we're able to just go online and say what we want.
yeah, they try and spin it any way they want to, but at the end of the day, you're looking at it on the screen.
Yeah.
It's right there. Someone's got their phone out and they're showing the brutality, and you cannot ignore it.
Exactly.
So things have changed so much thanks to social media.
Yeah.
A lot of people would argue that's a problem, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I mean, having the ability to see what's really going on really changes the way people react. And I've seen it lately in the way people vote.
Yes.
In England, it went to the Labour Party in the last little while because they couldn't stand the Conservatives or the what was the other party? I can't remember the name of the other party. I don't know all the names of other parties in England.
Yeah.
But it went to the Labour because people were tired of what was going on, and they got tired of same old.
Everybody wanted real change.
Yeah.
And that's happening in a lot of places right now. And I really kind of hope it happens here a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
in France, the same thing too.
Right now, the two major leaders here in Canada, I don't care for either one, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think we need a full-on change,
Yeah.
like a lot of other places are doing.
Yeah. Well, like in France, the far right had an opportunity to put themselves in power and change everything in France, and the people got together and with social media and whatever, and
They made a mess.
changed, but they changed it so much that,
Yeah.
that the left party is now in control.
Yeah. I mean, the whole world's kind of going a little bit upside down these days.
It is.
But yeah, this song was very, very thought-provoking.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Thought-provoking.
It's very thought-provoking.
I think most of the upheaval that's going on today is because people are looking around and saying, I just don't like how the establishment's doing things.
Yeah.
And the
And we have
establishment
a lot
is
more
trying to fight
power now.
back, right?
We have a lot more power as people now.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see that. But anyways, thank you very much for this request. It was definitely appreciated. Very thought-provoking, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And please, if you're wanting to give us more details about what exactly the song is about, please go ahead and do that in the comments.
Yeah.
We do read them, and we would love to be educated about it more.
Yeah. We want to learn the history. Well, I mean, okay, we promise we'll look some stuff up. But I mean,
Yes, we will.
end of the day, give us
Yeah.
the direction to go, right?
Yeah. But this was really good, so thank you for that one. Please don't forget to check us out over on Patreon. It's $3 a month, and we're adding things there all the time. You can find the link in the description of all of our videos. Also, check out please like and subscribe to the channel and become one of our Goonies. Share with your family and friends. Click the notification bell if you don't want to miss a video. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. Later.
Later.